sure you all would have heard of the Euclid's division algorithm. It's pretty famous. So today, what we'll try to do is understand why the algorithm works in a fun way. So let's get started. Let us consider we have this rectangle. Let it have a length of 48. Now, let's take another rectangle and let it have a length of 30. Our aim is to find the HCF of 48 and 30. If you notice carefully, the HCF is nothing but the length of the longest tile which we can fit exactly in both the rectangles without having to break the tile. So, obviously, our first attempt at the longest tile will be 30, right? Because anything larger than 30 will not fit in this rectangle of 30. Now, if we put this tile of 30 in this rectangle of length 48, we're left over with 18. Now, if you notice carefully, any tile which we can fit further into this tile of length 30 will obviously also fit in this portion, since both have the same length. So now we need to worry only about this leftover portion, which is of length 18. So now this problem changes. We just need to find the longest tile which can fit into this rectangle of size 30 as well as this rectangle of size 18. Wow, so we've reduced the problem. Again, let's do the same thing. So obviously the longest tile which can fit is 18. So we fit this tile of 18 here. And how much are we left over with? We're left over with 12, right? Anything which fits in this rectangle of 18 will also fit in this portion. So now we just need to worry about 12 and 18. So we can further simplify the problem. Now we just need to find the HCF of 18 and 12. I'm sure you would have got how this works by now, right? So now this has length 12. So we choose this as the longest tile and we try to fit it. How much are we left over with? 6, right? We're left over with 6. So now the problem again changes. And which are the two numbers we'll consider now? Can you guess it? Yes, I'm sure you would have got it. It's 12 and 6. Right? So now we repeat the same thing again. So we take a tile of length 6 and we fit it once. How much are we left over with? 12 minus 6 is 6. So wow, we can fit another tile. And yes, we've completely covered the path. So 6 is the HCF of 12 and 6. That's great. But how do we relate this? If we move back here to this question, which considers 18 and 12, you'll realize 6 is the HCF of this as well. Because 6 exactly fits in 12, as we saw above. And now, since 18 is nothing but 12 plus 6, it also fits in 18. That's great. So now, if we move on to this question, we see that 6 is the HCF of this as well, right? Because 30 is nothing but 18 plus 12. And 6 fits exactly in 18, as we've seen here in this case. And it fits exactly in 12, as we've seen here. And finally, we can move back to the problem which we started with, 48 and 30. And yes, 6 is the HCF of this as well. because it fits exactly in 30, and it fits exactly in 48 since it's nothing but 30 and then 18. Wow, that's amazing. So now you can see why this algorithm works. Hope you had fun.